Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Golden armor is one of the best features of the brand new map, the Tomb, and it is also one of the most difficult things for you to attain. And I know so many of you out there are still struggling on being able to get the golden armor. Well, today I have all of my best tips, tricks, and strategies to make sure that you are able to get that golden armor every single game. Let's go. Okay, so the first step to get the golden armor is you need to get the head. So I'm going to go ahead and show you these head locations. So in the dark ether, right next to the Juggernog machine, you're going to see this box. You're going to need to melee it. You can't shoot it. Go ahead, melee it like 3 or 4 times, and it'll go to pop open. You're going to then turn and run straight across the map, almost in a direct straight line, right over toward the green door here. And right under this bush, you're going to see a second box. You're going to go ahead and melee that, and that is going to get you your second headpiece. Just go ahead and make sure you pick that up. Okay, so before we get into the fight, let's go ahead and go over the essentials. You're going to want to be set up and ready to go here. You're going to want your 3-plate vest. You're going to want to be legendary rarity, a triple pack-a-punched with your bullet weapon. You're going to want to be making sure that you are using a weapon that is good against these special and elite enemies. In this particular game, I am using the AS Val. I will go ahead and show you a build for that AS Val here as well. Some essential perks that you're going to need for this fight is Deadshot Daiquiri, and I'll throw up the augments that I use for my Deadshot Daiquiri. You're going to want Elemental Pop. That is also not an essential, but definitely a helpful one, and I'll throw up the augments to use for the Elemental Pop as well. And finally, you're going to want Death Perception, and now not necessarily for being able to see the enemies, because we're going to use high contrast mode, which makes that a whole lot simpler, but you're going to want to use the Death Stare augment for your Death Perception. That is probably one of the only instances where Death Stare is actually a lifesaver, is when you're trying to get this golden armor. And then once you have everything that you need, you can go ahead and take those 2 heads that you picked up in the dark ether and just go interact with each of the 2 statues in the spawn room, and that will go ahead and place the heads on there, and you are ready to go from there. Okay, so welcome into the live commentary version of this. So the very first thing that I will do here, if I don't already have it on, a lot of times I do run this on, but I keep it in my favorites here. So if we go to settings, and then under my quick settings, I have the high contrast mode. But if you want to find that for yourself, you'll go under interface, under readability, and then under high contrast mode, you will go ahead and turn that on. If you want to change your enemy color, you can go ahead and do that under the color customization, under enemy, and you can change the color of the enemy. So basically what this is going to allow you to do once you have this on is you are going to be able to see these enemies through all of the red smoke, which is very important. You can also turn on your minimap if you want, and they will always be on your minimap as well. So you want to make sure that first and foremost, you are matching your ammo mod to the particular enemy that you're fighting. If you're doing this one down here by the PhD flopper machine, this one is this one's the mimics. You're going to want to make sure you have cryo freeze. These specific mimics are weak to cryo freeze. All other mimics are weak to brain rot. And if you do this one up here first by the blue door right up here by where the pack-a-punch machine spawns, this one's to be the doppelgast, and you're going to want to have Lightman. I recommend keeping at least 1 zombie alive, if not 2, just in case you accidentally kill one. But we have 1 alive, so we're going to go ahead and activate, and we're going to take on these mimics here. All right, so here they come. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to start a little bit of a train here. Hey everybody, real quick, editing Cool Whip here. So I just realized after making this, there was a couple of things that I didn't cover. So once you do start this blood ritual, of course, you'll notice that you are down to 1 HP. Your armor plates are going to absorb absolutely all of the damage, but if you run out of armor plates and you take any damage whatsoever, you are going to get down during this ritual. So you want to make sure that you have armor plates on at all times, and if at any point that you need to refill your armor, there is a 2-plate armor vest, and for 10,000 essence, if you have it, you can refill your 3 armor plates if you need it. But I forgot to kind of cover how that worked and cover that you can buy some while you're in this fight. Let's go ahead and get back to the live commentary. I'm just going to get these guys going. We want to keep them at a distance, and we're just going to pump some damage into them. Now, I find like round 25 plus to kind of be the sweet spot for these things, but you just want to keep on moving. You can see the high contrast mode is letting us see these enemies from far away. Now, we're using the AS Val here. Of course, I will share a build with you here in just a bit as well. We need to make sure we're watching for these spitballs. But if all you really need to do is just have patience. Patience is the absolute key to this one. And if you're matching the ammo mod and you have the right set of perks available, I mean, look at this. We are absolutely destroying them. That is 1 mimic down. We got mimic number 2 right here. And I find the best way to avoid their spit attacks is to make sure that you have an elevation change between you and the mimic. The more of an elevation change that you have, the easier it is for you to avoid those spit attacks that they throw at you, especially when you are a little higher than they are. But like I said, keep the distance. Distance is the absolute key to success here. You don't want to let them get close to you, just want to keep the distance. You can see our zombie is staying far, far away from us, and look how easy we took out those mimics. It really, truly is that easy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and replate up. We're going to go ahead down to the arsenal machine here. We're going to purchase some light men. I'm going to come down into here to the crafting table, and we're going to go ahead and craft some more armor plates. Make sure that we have a full stack of armor plates going into this. All right, so now we have our light men. We have our armor fully packed. Let's make sure this zombie doesn't hit us, so we have full armor here. There we go. And we're just going to head right on up here, and I'm just going to go straight into the Doppelgast here. And this is definitely something that's repeatable every single game. You just want to make sure that you have a weapon that is really good against the special enemies. The AS Vow here is one of the best weapons against special enemies here in Black Ops 6. The ASG shotgun is really super good, and I'm going to go ahead and link my spreadsheet down below as well that we are working on. I got a couple members of the community that are helping me a ton as well with getting all of these numbers and everything to you all, but you can get DPSs for various enemies and everything through that spreadsheet there. So if you want to know what guns are good against what, you can always check that out whenever you have the opportunity. But just, oh geez, the Doppelgast sometimes can be a little bit more difficult because they will sneak up on you. You see how quick he snuck up on us right there. But look at that damage. Look, once you get that opportunity to do that insane damage to him, you can do it so incredibly quickly. Okay, we are out of ammo, and that is fine. Probably should have refilled the ammo before the fight, but it's no big deal. We'll just head on down here to the ammo cache, and we'll take that, and we're just going to keep on going. Just get a little bit of distance here and shred them just like this. Look at that. We got one done. Can we get two in one? Oh no, I was hoping to get two in one magazine there. Come on, let's go. Look at that. We're almost done. We just got to get those criticals. There we go. And just like that, we have our golden armor. It truly is that easy. You do not need Gobblegums. You do not need score streaks. You do not need to glitch this. Just do this at least round 25 or higher. Now, if you're going into the Sentinel boss fight, as long as you're going into that by round 30, then you're pretty much good to go. Like, the zombies start hitting you and doing more damage at round 31. So if you're doing boss fights, you just want to do them round 30 or below, and then the zombies are going to do the same amount of damage to you as they would on round 11. So nothing really changes in that 20 round block there, and everything gets a little bit harder on 31. So I would say for the golden armor, wait till like round 25, rounds 25 through 28. Just hop in here. This quest will get easier as the rounds get higher. So just go ahead and try it at like round 25, and you can do this every single time. That was absolutely no sweat whatsoever. So you see how definitely easy it could be. I hope you found this guide helpful, and if you want to see just how easy the Sentinel boss is to beat, go ahead and check out this video here. My name is Cole Whip, and I'm out.